Yo, what's good people? It's Too Busy Gaming. We're live, we're direct, and we are in full effect. Now I just want to thank Capcom for blessing me with a closed beta code for ExoPrimal. We managed to get our hands on it, run through a couple of games, figure out what suit was for us, and slay some dinosaurs, man. It was good fun. But in today's video, we're just going to be going over what the exo suits have to offer. In the closed beta, we had access to 4 different suits, and we're going to be covering each one. What moves do they have access to? What are they good at? Their agility, their combo potential, all of it. Keep your eyes peeled. Let's get the show on the road. Now, just a little disclaimer, I am using an Xbox controller on the PC closed beta, but for some of the moves, I will mention the commands used to get access to those moves. Now, there's a lot to cover. Let's get straight into it. To start things off, I'm going to quickly break down something that's universal across all exo suits. Now, all suits have an attachment called a rig they can equip, which is their Y attack. In the beta, you have access to 3 different rigs. The first one being a piercing shoulder cannon. This fires a laser straight forward that pierces and also has a little AoE damage when fired against either a wall or a floor. The cooldown is 21 seconds. Now, the second one is called Aid, which launches a small healing field. It doesn't give you overshield or anything fancy, but just allows you to get some health back or to launch it at a teammate for some extra heals if the witch doctor is busy. The cooldown is 25 seconds. And for the third one, it's most probably my favorite one. This rig gives you an extra jump, which is super useful, especially that quick cooldown of 10 seconds. I didn't really get around to using this during my online match, but being able to get in and out of trouble with characters that aren't as agile, using this is a huge plus in my books. Now, you lot know me, I love tanky classes, and the tanky exosuit isn't that mobile. So when I figured out that this rig was actually available, I was super salty afterwards. I didn't really mess around with the menus or try to customize my exosuit mid-match, as it was just peak. Dinosaurs coming from over there and the enemy team is coming at you. It was crazy. So now that I figured out that you can change rigs on the fly, man, the next beta we are going to town. So now that we've covered the rigs, let's get into the exosuits themselves. First one we'll be looking at is the Deadeye exosuit. This one is the all-rounder, good mobility, useful toolset, assault rifle, and works really well with all of the rigs available. This is the poster boy suit right here, I'm telling you. So Deadeye's right trigger move makes use of his assault rifle, a healthy magazine clip that utilizes different critical ranges with headshot damage being present as well. The next move Deadeye has in their arsenal is a grenade launcher. Using left trigger and right bumper, this lets loose a grenade for a nice chunk of damage with some damage on the surrounding area as well. It also pushes enemies back. Now, most suits share a strafe or dodge roll using the left bumper. Keeps movement smooth and makes it difficult for your opponent to keep track of you. And of course, if you want to get up close and personal with no ammo, the suit's got you covered with their melee attack. Done with right bumper, pushes an enemy back a fair amount and does a little bit of damage as well. And now for the flashy stuff. Of course, Capcom's not going to release a game where there's no sort of flashy combo or finishing move. ExoPrimal's got you covered in that department. Check this out. That move's crazy, right? Trust me, ain't nothing surviving that one. Now let's talk about the big boy Roadblock, my favorite class. This is the tank class, the huge defender, the aggro receiver, loaded with good health, strong melee attacks, and a giant shield. This is the other suit's older brother they need. Right trigger gets Roadblock to get busy with melee attacks. No long range attack or assault rifle like Deadeye. Roadblock is all about being in the enemy's face and dishing out pure damage. Now, this is the first part of what makes Roadblock the defender. This suit makes all enemies in the surrounding area aggro towards him. This is done by holding the right bumper. The move can be recasted if more enemies get closer, and this helps keep your teammates safe and aggro free. Roadblock also has access to a dodge roll, but it's more of a strafe. This isn't the most amazing, but because of the Roadblock not having speedy movement, any sort of command dash is an automatic win. The second half of the Roadblock being the defender is the giant shield. This is the dinosaur's worst nightmare. Shields yourself and allies from incoming damage, and you can move while the shield is out. Now, to add to the shield being out, you can also use it as a battering ram. Pressing right trigger whilst the shield is up will barge whatever is in front of you, doing serious pushback plus damage. You must be aware of the shield's health. As you can see, it depletes really quick. The percentage and visual look of the shield is going to be your best indication when to fall back or request some heals. Now we've got another flashy super coming up. Who knew that the tank could move like this? Check this one out. Man, I just love all things tanky, you know. All things tanky characters, I'm in there. Now, the third exosuit, the Witch Doctor, the agile healer. Not a lot of health, but dishes out a lot of health to their teammates. Keeping a back seat and keeping busy with heals is the suit's main aim, and paired with the swift movement, should have no problem getting out of harm's way. Now, just to reiterate, the Witch Doctor is not about dealing damage, however, it does still have access to dealing DPS. Right trigger is the Witch Doctor's taser. Not a lot of damage off the jump, but I can imagine staying behind Roadblock in a pool of heals and dishing a little DPS is something to do. Pressing right bumper will get the surrounding areas healed up and grant overshield, an additional 100 points granted to their health. The heals are fairly quick, stays down for a good amount of time, and covers a good amount of space. This is one of Witch Doctor's most important moves, as it will keep everyone healthy and able to fight. Pressing left bumper gives the Witch Doctor an additional jump, then giving them access to another jump after that. This jump is basically the rig that I mentioned before, but as a move. Now, the Witch Doctor can either deal a little damage with this move, or use it to perk the health of your teammate straight back up. Left trigger shoots out either a tether with a little bit of range. Like mentioned, used against a teammate and you'll heal them back up nice and quick. Now for the Witch Doctor's special move. This grants overshield for the surrounding areas and heals them up. This partnered with their other healing moves just means that any teammates in the area, they're not going nowhere. Trust me. Check this out. If anyone's planning on playing the healer in ExoPrimal, DM me please, I need you on the squad. Now for the fourth and final exosuit that was in the beta, Zepha, the swiftest, blades on the arm, the most motivated. This suit is all about getting in, doing combos, comboing an enemy to death, and getting out and moving on to the next. The most agile without any extra moves, but suffers the same fate as the Witch Doctor with the low health pool. Still, he isn't messing around, trust me. Right trigger is just straight melee attacks. Pressing it consistently does a loop of combos which shaves off health and allows you to move whilst doing it. Believe me, it is stress to deal with. To add to the flashy combos, right bumper is a launching kick, which you can then follow up with more melee attacks as you both descend. Combined with Zepha's speed, it's tricky as he's sprinting at you and then all of a sudden he's just kicking you into the air. If Zepha wasn't a slippery target already, they also have a phase command dash. This is triggered with left bumper and can be used twice. Once again, like I said before, get in, combo, kill, get out. And again, to add to the combo pool, left trigger does the infamous shoulder barge that makes enemies go flying. This is a really good tool to push an enemy that's causing trouble, just to push them away and out of comfort like a healing field so you can maximize the damage. And of course, for people that just love to do combos, why not let them do more combos? Why not? Reducing cooldowns, quicker movement, faster combos. Zepha is, I think it's supposed to be in Devil May Cry. I don't think it's supposed to be in ExoPrimal. Anyway, check this out. Trust me, if you like combos, this character's for you, for sure. And that is it. That's the breakdown of all of the 4 suits that's available in the closed beta. Now, we're going to be covering loads more ExoPrimal stuff over on this channel. And if you do want to play the game or you're interested in playing it, definitely reach out and let's get some games in. Listen, I'm all about the win. Let's dominate. Let's dominate the dinosaurs. Let's dominate the other players that we're going against. Let's do this. Definitely let me know what character looks most interesting to you and what you would like to see more from this game and myself on this channel. Follow up on all the socials below. Join the Discord, hit me up, and let's get some games in when the game releases. Thanks for peeping the video. It's TooBizyGaming. I'm out of here. Peace.